Hello guys, welcome to one more practice. Today we're going to move with the intention of kind of recognizing, this vessel, this body. I often speak about creating space within something, but today maybe I thought of focusing on this something that holds space. And the something meaning, right, the body, the skin, the vessel, right, the suit that we wear. And maybe through some simple mindfulness exercises, we're able to acknowledge it. And as we do so, gain a little bit more autonomy and freedom within it. Let's start standing. So I want you to open your legs out in a comfortable distance. It doesn't have to be too much or too little, just whatever kind of comes to you. And maybe take a moment to look at your feet, and if you need to spread them out a little bit, feel free to do that. And I'm going to ask you to slowly close your eyes whenever you feel comfortable to do so. Try to soften your knees and bend them just a little bit, just to feel the weight going down towards the ground. Take a deep breath in and let it out through your mouth, soft and do it a couple more times. And maybe for the first time, right, today, you're actually noticing your breath and noticing this exchange and the rhythm of it, the depth of it. And so just give yourself some time using this as a means to kind of invite your mind into this moment and to meet your body, to meet your mat, to meet your space. And try to soften a bit, your thighs and your arms and your armpits, and just feel the arms heavy and even the expression on your face sinking and melting a little bit. Try to soften your mouth and your eyes. I want you to bring your right hand to your belly slowly and direct the air to the belly. So breathe in and feel it filling up with air. And let it out. It can be through the mouth, through the nose, any way that helps you release and relax. So again, let's breathe in to our hands into the belly. Let it widen, let it push forward and outward. And exhale. Again, so breathing in to the belly. Notice it expanding, noticing it widen, and hold the air for a moment there. Now let it out, let it out, let it out, and empty. One more time, breathing in. And out. And slowly bring the left hand over to our chest. I want you to breathe into the right hand and slowly feel the air rising up to the left. And as you exhale, relax the hand that's on your belly, relax the right hand, just keep the left hand there. Now let's breathe in only into the left hand. So you slowly kind of fill this vessel in different areas of it, right? You're just kind of filling up the chest now and let it out. So one more time, just filling up the chest. And let it out. Relax the left hand. Now I want you to notice your back and just try to fill up the space right in the middle of your back. So breathe into that area. Kind of feel your rib cage, right, widening a bit. And as you exhale, notice it sinking and coming close together. So once again, connect it to the middle of your back. Expand that area. Breathe into it. It almost feels like your back is pushing towards the back of the room, right? And as you exhale, just let it sink. So once more, Breathe into the middle of your back. Almost into the space in between your scapulas. Feel it all widen there. And exhale to let it out. I want you to slowly breathe into the back of your neck. So can you breathe into your neck now? And for me, it kind of feels like I grow it a little bit taller, just kind of fit more air in it. And exhale. Notice it kind of sinking down to your feet. Relax the body. Sometimes we tense it up. So once more, breathe into the back of your neck. And let it out. I want you to breathe into your collarbone once more. It almost feels like the chest rises and pushes you forward a little bit, and feel that for a moment. And let it out, feeling the chest sink, the weight sink. Your awareness kind of sinks down to the ground as well. Let's do it again. Let's breathe into our chest, into our collarbone, noticing it rising and expanding and pushing again forward and up. Then you feel it there for a second, and you let it out. Now let's take it all the way to the back of our head and to the crown of our head, and let's breathe into that space, the back and the top of our head. And exhale, 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 sink. Take it all the way down to the ground. Now imagine as you inhale, you're kind of filling up the legs, the belly, the back, all the way to the crown of your head, all the way to the top. Hold it there for a moment. Now can you take another sip of air? Hold. So it almost feels like you're kind of suspended, right? And let it out. Feel the air and the energy sinking down to the ground. One more time. We breathe in from the bottom, all the way to the crown of your head, all the way to the top. I'm going to ask you to hold it for a moment. Take another sip. Pause. That sensation of being suspended, and let it out. Let it wash down your body all the way to the floor. Last time. Breathe in to the crown of your head. Maybe your eyes roll up a little bit as well, like everything is rising. Hold. Take another sip. Hold. And let it out. Can you begin to drop the chin to chest now? And I want you to breathe into the back of your neck. Just breathe into the back of your neck. Hold. Take another sip. You might also feel it in your back. Feels it expanding a little. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly bend the knees and drop the hand down to your knee. Stay here. Now let's breathe into the middle of our back again. And imagine you're pushing it up towards the sky. You round it a little. Hold. Take another sip. As you exhale, sink down, hands to your shins. Hold there for a moment, guys. Keep the head heavy. Breathe into the back of your neck again. Hold. Now another sip. Fill it up like a balloon that's inflating. Exhale, sink the hands down to your ankles, and your knees can be bent as much as you need. Now, guys, can you breathe into your lower back now? Round it up and hold. Feel it opening up a little. Take another sip. Hold. And exhale, soften down. Maybe open your feet a little bit wider, and I want you to rock a little bit here from side to side. Relax your head. Maybe you need to say no or yes, or maybe you're just kind of sensing the weight, shifting it from side to side, maybe a little bit forward and back. Let's take another big breath into our back. And exhale, I want you to release a little bit more. Bend the knee, shift the weight forward and down. Feel the neck very heavy, the head heavy. And I want you to begin to rise now. As you breathe in, imagine you're inflating your back up until your hands touch your knees. And I want you to exhale here, opening the heart. So let's inflate the back again as we breathe in and round it up, filling up with air. Exhale to open. Nice. Last time, so let's inhale to round it up. Let's stand tall. Exhale. Now breathe in and take the chin up to the sky. Hold. Take another sip and push the heart even further forward. Open your throat. Exhale, begin to draw a circle with your head to one side. Keep the knees heavy, guys. And it doesn't really matter if you're circling the head to the right or left. I just want you to kind of find some softness there in the space between ears and shoulder, in the back of your neck as well. Can you circle to the other side now? Don't force it. Sometimes we have the tendency to pull the head to one side or to the other. Whenever your chin falls down to your chest, I want you to inhale and raise the head up and reach that right arm up into the sky. Hold the air. Now take another sip and reach a little bit higher, filling up this whole right edge of the body. Exhale, drop it down through the side. Let's do the other side. Inhale as you kind of fill up this whole left side. Hold the air. Now take another sip and reach a little bit higher. Hold. Exhale to soften. Same thing again to the right. Breathe into that side. Pause. Now take another sip and fill it up a little bit more as you reach a little bit higher, just finding more room, more space. Exhale, I want you to cross the arm in front of you all the way to the left. And down. Let's do it to the other side again. Breathe into the left. Pause. Now another sip. Reach higher, higher, higher. And let's drop it down to the right. And down to center. Now, guys, a little bit more. Let's breathe in through the right side. Hold. Now, holding the air, I want you to shift the weight a little bit to that right foot. Raise that left heel a little bit off and take another breath into this right side, reaching a little bit further. Hold. Pushing through this right foot, shift the weight to the right toe. Exhale to bend the knee in. Complete that circle. Bring it back to center. Let's do it again. Left arm rises up as you breathe into the left side. Hold the air. Raise the right heel, shifting the weight out to that left foot, and then push the left foot against the ground and take another sip as you reach higher with the left arm. Exhale, bend the knee and complete that circle. You round the spine a little bit to come back. Let's do it again. Breathe in, just finding a lot of space on the side of your body. Pause. Raise the left heel, shift the weight a little bit out to the right, and take another breath here into the right side. Notice how you lean towards the left. Exhale to round the spine, bend the knee in. Oh. Back to center. Left side, breathe in. Raise the right heel, knees are a little bit bent. Shift the weight to the left foot. Take another sip and reach higher. Maybe lean a little bit more. Exhale to soften. Just one more time. In to the right side. Notice the space you build. Shift the weight to the right foot as you lean a little bit to the left. Exhale here now. Now take another sip as you push the right foot against the ground and reach higher. Left hand on the left leg for support. Exhale, bend the knee and soften. Back to center. Left arm rises up. Now you already know, shift the weight out to the left foot. Exhale here. Now push through the left toes. Reach a little bit higher. Maybe use the right hand on the right leg for support. Take another sip. Exhale to soften down. Nice, guys. Let's do it again. Take another sip. Reach the right arm up. Shift the weight. Exhale. Now push through the foot. Reach a little bit higher. Imagine you're pushing the hip to the right as you reach to the left. Exhale. Can we go to the ground? Bend the knees and soften. Let's rise up again. Inhale. Left arm up to the sky. Exhale, shift the weight a little bit out to the left foot. Sink the knee a little bit. Now reach a little bit further out. Another breath, pushing the hip to the left as you reach to the right. Exhale, bend the knees. Let's take it all the way down to the ground. Nice. Rock a little bit, guys, from side to side. Relax the head. Beautiful. And from here we do it one last time. Let's rise up and the right arm goes up to the sky. One breath in. As you exhale, shift the weight out to the right foot. Now let's push through the right foot and reach a little bit higher towards the left side. Breathe. Exhale down to the ground. You already know, we go straight to the other side. Inhale to rise, reaching left arm up into the sky. Exhale, shifting the weight a little bit to the left and bending the knee. Now reach a little bit further out. I really push my hip out to the left. Push through the left foot, reach, reach, reach. Exhale to the ground. Now we stay. Open your feet a little bit wider if you can. Hug your elbows. Release the head. And as you rock a little bit from side to side, you might begin to sense the kind of inner edges of your legs. And while you're here, I want you to maybe move and play with your wrists a little bit. Maybe you circle it out. Maybe you can find, right, if you're there close to the ground, even if you aren't, you can bend your knees. And maybe place the back of your hand on the ground, or just maybe place the palm down and facing the fingers all the way back in between your thighs. Just playing with it a little bit. If this is not accessible, you can just circle the wrist here. Nice. And I want you to slowly widen your feet a little bit more. So spread them out. Maybe you're not even stepping on the mat anymore. If your mat is not like mine in a horizontal position, and it doesn't have to be. And I want you to bend one knee a little bit and then bend the other. So imagine you're coming into a skandasana, but not really. So you're just kind of rehearsing that movement, shifting the weight a little bit out to one side and to the other. And of course, if you want to go deep into skandasana, you can, but you don't have to. So I just want you to see what is available and what you really need right now. Yeah. And regardless of where you are, I want you to slowly shift the hands out to the top of your mat, and I want you to slowly step back into your first down dog. And once you're there, let's paddle it out and just kind of fit in a little bit into this down dog. Release your head and feel your ankles moving. Maybe you bend both knees and push the hip as high as you can. And let's roll forward now. Knees to the ground. Let's sit back into a child's pose, the first one. Keep the tips of your fingers strong and active on the ground as you rock the hip a little bit from side to side. Beautiful. Playing with it a little bit. Nice. From this place, I want you to slowly bring this left elbow to touch the left knee. Keep the forearm down to the ground, and let's begin to walk the tips of the right fingers all the way to that left edge. You can relax your forehead on this left forearm and find length here on the right side. Pushing the right hip back and reaching the right arm all the way to the left corner. Nice. Then we're going to slowly begin to rise up, just kind of sitting on our heels and sliding your hands back. I want you to keep the left hand outside of the mat, and let's just take a twist here and reach the right arm all the way to the back. As you breathe in, reach it up and lean a little bit out to the left as you begin to travel and fall down. And we begin to draw this big circle. Circle the right arm back and up, in. As you exhale, you fall a little bit out to the left. Turn the chest down as you travel back to the right and up. And twist, reach, fall out to the left. Take it all the way to the back. I'll do it facing you now. As you fall, melt a little bit out to the left, guys. And travel down. One last time, inhale to rise. Everything happens here while you're falling. While you're falling, that's when you find space. Nice, and as you come back, bring the right elbow now in front of the right knee, just like this. Nice, and I want you to slowly begin to reach the tips of the left fingers forward, all the way to the right corner. So just taking a deep breath into that left side. Exhale there. I always like to keep the tips of the fingers active and kind of push my left foot back a little bit just to find even more room. And let's begin to rise up slowly. Just slide the hands down by the mat. Keep the right hand outside of you and open up that left arm. And then you reach it up into the sky, and as you exhale, you melt out to the right side and you complete the circle back. So let's do this 3 more times. So in to open, reach up. It's very similar to what we did in the beginning, right? Where we were kind of opening up and connecting to the side body. Let's do it again. In. Now there's something happening at every second here as you fall and as you move. You don't have to do it fast. In. And melt. As you come back, let's reach the arms forward. Let's begin to come into our spinal waves, rounding the spine forward. And once the shoulders come over wrists, untuck the hip and open the heart and begin to push back a little bit. So let's do this a couple times. Chin into chest as you come forward. Untuck the hip, open chest as you begin to push back. So rolling forward. And untucking the hip to push back. If you want to add anything, then maybe now is the time. I know some of you like to come into those circles, or maybe even a half circle here. Or maybe you choose to even melt the hip down to the ground a little bit and just maybe massage it a little bit on the ground, rocking the thighs over the floor. Yeah, just maybe feeling the front of the body opening up a little bit. And then let's slowly take it back into a child's pose. One more time. Let's slowly begin to rise up over our heels, and I want you to bring the left hand behind you. As you do that, I want you to step the right foot in front of you. Little by little, let's rise up over this left knee and take a big circle and stretch out this right side of the body. Maybe you're not going to go fully, maybe you're going to lean a little bit to the side, find length through this right edge. And as you exhale, let's slowly fall down. As you fall down, I want you to just drop the head low, maybe even dropping the head here towards the inner edge of this right foot. You might feel your glute here a little bit. I'm going to do it facing you now. Left hand behind you. Let's rise up again. Over the left knee, over the right foot. Reach the right arm all the way back. Exhale to circle back down. We sit on that left heel and we fall forward. It's okay for the knee to fall out and for us to kind of melt a little bit over this right foot. Nice, and little by little, we begin to just come up. And I want you to walk your hands here forward and wiggle that right foot out, just enough for us to begin to draw a big circle here over this hip. So stepping the right foot out in line with the left knee and drawing this big circle here for a moment. And I'll do it facing you. We're out here to the side, moving a little bit. Make sure you're bending this right knee a little bit so that you have room to move and to explore. That's important. Nice. And from this place, I want you to slowly begin now to point the foot out. And I want you to sink the left hip towards this right heel. So once you get there, I want you to feel it out. Maybe you might feel the ankle a little bit. Then I want you to just slowly shoot out to the opposite direction. Left hand outside of the mat. In line with the left knee and reach up and out with the right arm. And as you exhale, let's slowly bring it back. Nice. Bringing it back, hands on the floor. Right foot is off of the mat, right? And I want you to tuck the left toes and slowly take that right leg up into the sky. Bending the knee to open your hip. Nice. Maybe you begin to move it a little bit or just explore anything that you might need to do to feel it out. And as you exhale, let's slowly step this right foot outside of the right hand. Sinking the hip a little bit, sensing it. Maybe again you fall on the outer blade of this right foot, just feeling it out. Nice. And let's just take a big breath. Drop the back knee as you reach the right arm up. And as you exhale, let's take the back knee off and just kind of travel all the way to the back of our mat. Nice, guys. Left foot goes back into down dog. And we roll forward to plank. Let's bring the knees to the ground and sit back into child's pose. And from there, I want you to look in between your hands and let's dive in between our hands. Dive forward. Rise up. Open up. Move a little bit if you need from side to side. And let's slowly take it back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. From there, let's slowly now begin to drop the knees again. And I want you to sit all the way on your heels. This time we go to the other side. So right hand behind you. maybe off of the mat, and left foot forward. Let's slowly inhale to rise as we circle the left arm up and we push the hip forward and out. We lengthen the left side of the body. And as we exhale, we slowly bring it back down. As we bring it back down, look, I'm just gonna fall forward. My hands are on the ground. I'm just gonna melt a little bit and notice how I raise the sole of my left foot off the ground and just fall over here a little bit. Nice. Let's do this again. Left hand, right hand behind you. Circle. Exhale to bring it back down. And you can repeat this as many times as you need, right? If you want to do it a couple more times, feel free to do it. If not, let's just rise up and begin to wiggle this left foot out to the left, outside. Let's bring the hands to our mat. Tuck your right toes and begin to draw that big circle now. Pushing the hip to the right and back and to the left and forward. And always try to point, right, these left toes out, never forward. Sometimes I see people, they do it like this, which is okay, but then maybe for more freedom, right, you can just point it out. Nice. Little by little, I want you to begin to sit back a little bit. And from here, let's begin to shift. Let's begin to shift the hip all the way to the left heel and just sink it a little bit. I'll do it facing you. The birds are on today. And then we're gonna shoot all the way to the right side, right hand, and you circle the left arm, finding length. Reaching up. Nice. And as you exhale, let's just bring our hands back to the mat, right? We're over here. Tucking the right toes and slowly reaching that left leg up into the sky. Bending the knee a little bit, exploring a little bit here if you'd like. Giving yourself some time here. And we slowly begin to step this left foot forward. If you need help, use the left hand to step it forward. And I want you to melt the hip. Feel it out. Maybe also exploring falling on the outer blade of that foot. Maybe dropping the back knee down or swaying a little bit. Again, you can stay here as long as you need. Right hand down. Let's reach the left arm up. And imagine you're sinking the hip and leaning a little bit back. Nice. As you exhale, let's pick up the back knee. And let's travel in between our thighs. Prasarita, we've been here before. Releasing the head, giving it some space. Nice. Let's take it again to the front of the room. And slowly take the right foot back and find a vinyasa rolling forward. Knees to the ground, sitting all the way back onto our heels. And this time a big wave, we roll forward, chin into chest. Let's spread the feet, let's melt the hips, let's open our heart. Inhale into upward dog. Nice. Exhale into downward facing dog. From down dog, we reach the right leg up into the sky one more time, finding length. And we bring it in, only to drop the knee down to the ground. Nice. And I want you to slowly slide this right foot all the way out to the left as you cross the left knee behind the right and open that foot so that you can kind of crawl back and sit in between both of your feet. So you're not sitting on either foot, creating space in between that. And it's okay if this right foot is floating a little bit off the ground. Now I want you to slowly begin to walk your right hand a little bit out to the right. Maybe it's a lot, maybe it's a little. Feel the weight of this right foot over the left leg. And reach the left arm a little bit up and away. It's just finding maybe some buoyancy here, up and down a little bit. Feeling the left side open up. Nice. Maybe some of you might bring the elbow down, but even if you do, I like to keep it off so I have more kind of ability to explore here a little bit. If you want to go deeper, left hand behind you, inhale to open. As you exhale, twist the elbow out, down by the right side. Let's do it again. Inhale to open. Exhale, twist it out to the right. Again, in. Kind of push the ground, resist it a little bit. Exhale to soften. And as we soften, let's slowly travel all the way out to the left and kind of drop our head over this right foot here. Keep the head heavy. Maybe you're not really bringing forearms. Maybe you're here. Maybe there's a little bounce. Just breathing into it. Nice. Let's slowly begin to rise up. And from this place, I actually want you to just come up and roll forward. Let's use our weight. Use your hands as you drop the right knee down. Stretch that left leg and slowly take it back into a down dog. Move it out a little bit. Sometimes I like to come into some spinal waves, rolling to plank, and then pushing back into down dog. Maybe coming into different variations where you bend one knee as you push back. Roll forward and bend the other knee as you push back again. If you want to come into a full vinyasa, rolling forward and just slowly melting and rising into an upward facing dog in your own way, in your own variation. And as you exhale, let's take it back into a down dog again. From that down dog, the left leg comes up into the sky, find length. And as you exhale, let's just slowly drop it down here to the ground. And as you do so, slide the left foot out to the right and just cross the right leg right behind the left. And notice how I open the foot out to the side and use your hands. Little by little, you walk back and you sit. Now again, maybe you have this right foot under the glute. Try to open it out a little bit to the side. And even if this left foot floats a little bit, it's okay if it floats, if it doesn't really touch the ground. And from here, I want you to slowly walk this left hand out a little. And maybe here is already enough. Maybe you feel a lot here. I want you to stay. And maybe you reach the arm up and just find a bit more buoyancy and weight. Just exploring it here. You don't have to reach, extend the arm. You can leave it a little bit more, organic. Nice. If you want to go deeper, right hand behind your neck, open. And as you exhale, let's twist. Out to the left. Into open. Exhale to twist. Let's do it again. In. Out to twist. Last time we inhale to open it. Out to twist, and now we fall forward. You can stay here over your legs, or you can travel out to the right and kind of rest the forehead over this left foot. You might feel this left glute a little bit. Just give yourself some time. And although this left hip might come off the ground, just imagine you want to keep it very heavy. You kind of feel the weight of it. And you can always kind of adjust and, do whatever you need to really feel it. Not just be here just because I told you to be here. Right? I guess one of the reasons why we come to practice is to kind of get in touch with ourselves. And so if we just follow, what good is it if I don't pause and say, well, this makes sense, or maybe I need this, or I need something different, or I'm going to change this or that. I'm going to explore here a little bit. That's where the gold is, I believe. And let's slowly rise up. Nice, guys. And as we rise up this time, I'm going to ask you to bring your hands out to the right side of your mat. And I'm facing you, but you'll probably actually face to the right side off of your mat. And I want you to turn all the way to the back of your mat, and you're going to come into a squat, right? Facing the other side. So Malasana, we linger here for a moment. Sometimes I like to soften my head down, and other times if I want more intensity, I can always kind of push my elbows against my knees and usually actually open the arms out. Notice how my hip rises a little bit. then pushing out. And if you want to wiggle the feet even further out and find more intensity by bringing the hands to your ankles and really pushing out as you sink the chest down and point the head forward. So just finding kind of more length here, more space, just feeling it out here for a couple moments. Yes. Beautiful, guys. And from here, we slowly come back. I want you to bring your hand to the ground and maybe turn back to the front of your room as you sit. And little by little, make your way to kind of not a corpse pose yet, but just lay down and let's hug our knees a little bit. Nice, let's drop the feet to the ground and reach the arms up. And I want you to sway the knees from side to side a little bit. Just massaging your lower back here. Dropping the knees out to the left and maybe resting the left foot a little bit over the right leg for a moment. Taking a big breath there on that right side. Bringing the left foot back and raising knees. Let's drop it out to the right side now. Resting the right foot over the left thigh. Let's bring the right foot back for a moment. Let's raise our knees and let's slowly bring the soles of our feet to touch and open the knees out wide. Option to bring the hands down to the belly. Take a big breath here. Let it out. Just giving yourself a moment. You can keep your feet together or you can stretch your legs out forward. Just rest here for a minute or so. And little by little, they begin to come back. Begin to stretch the legs out if you had the feet together, or maybe just wiggle the toes and the hands. Take the time you need until you're able to gently roll over to the side. Of course, if you need more time, then take your time. Meanwhile, as I rise, I hope you had a good practice. Hope you were able to open the sides a little bit, move the body, and maybe remember that there is a body, right? I hope to see you soon on the next practice. Namaste.